Today, I'll show the 7 AI money traps I keep seeing, and a 1-minute checklist to stay in control. The twist is simple. The fee is not always the problem. The problem is what the app quietly changes in you. In 2026, AI money apps feel like financial peace of mind, but a lot of them quietly bill you for comfort. Last month, I downloaded an AI budgeting app because I was tired. It promised to handle money stress while I lived my life. Day 1 felt amazing. It sorted my spending into neat little buckets. My brain went quiet for the first time all week. Then, it asked for one more permission to connect everything. I clicked yes because it said it needed full context. A week later, it offered premium for smarter insights. I said yes and the upgrade started stacking. The app sent alerts like a worried friend you're off track. So I opened it, constantly chasing green check marks and calm. One Friday, I checked my statement and blinked twice. Tiny charges everywhere, and I still felt behind. That felt suspiciously expensive. That's when I realized the trap. I wasn't buying results. I was buying relief and renting my attention forever. So we'll break it down step by step with no hype. You'll know what to keep, what to cut, and what to mute. Welcome back, I'm Dollar Danny. I make simple animated videos on budgeting, beginner investing, passive income, and debt, turning money stuff into clear daily steps. A dollar is a decision. If you like this, hit like, subscribe, and share. Let's start. Here's the trap in one sentence. AI can reduce stress, but it can also raise costs and reduce your control. It's like a tiny straw in your wallet. No pain, just a quiet sip all day, every day. So we'll use a decision meter: bad, better, best. It turns messy choices into calm, repeatable rules. Bad is trusting alerts and vibes, then paying more each month. Better is asking fees, access, and who profits from advice. Best is a system you automate and barely touch. One tool: least access, clear fees, and a monthly mute button. Quick quiz. Can you name your total AI money app fees per month? Not the big one. The total after add-ons. Second question. If markets drop hard, will the app keep you steady? Or will it nudge you to tap something you'll regret? Myth: AI removes emotion from money decisions. Reality. It often sells you confidence, not clarity. Confidence feels great until the week it's wrong. Then the same app can amplify panic and churn. So we use a different goal: calm control. Boring defaults, clear rules, and fewer alerts. If you can answer the quiz, you're already ahead. Now let's map the traps one by one. Trap number 1 is subscription creep. It starts free, then quietly adds a monthly toll. At first you think it's just a few bucks, like a coffee for peace of mind. Then you add premium for insights, plus a credit boost add-on. Then a bill tracker, then a separate investing add-on. None of them feel big alone. Together they become a constant leak. Here's the simple math. Small monthly fees stack into big annual costs, and that cost steals your real wealth builder's margin and time. The sneakiest part is friction. Canceling is never one tap. It's a maze by design. So you keep paying because you're busy, and the app knows you're busy. Now the weird part: the app can feel helpful and still be overpriced. Those two can be true at the same time. The long-term cost is not just money. It's attention you could use to build better habits. You start checking alerts instead of checking your plan, and your plan gets weaker. Micro-fix: the one-tool rule. One app for budgeting, one for investing, and nothing extra. Second micro-fix: one subscription audit day every month. Same day, same ritual, no debating. If an add-on doesn't save you time or money, it's cut. If it adds stress, it's muted. And if you can't explain what you get for the fee, it's gone. No explanation, no subscription. Tease: once you cut the leaks, the next trap appears. AI can sell you pretty results that don't hold up. So trap 2 is coming: the backtested mirage. It looks smart until real life shows up. Pause. If you want an app to do money for you, you'll overpay. You're not buying a tool. You're buying a feeling. So ask one question: do you want control or comfort? Comfort is fine, but don't confuse it with progress. We'll build calm control: one tool, clear fees, least access. Then we mute the noise and keep the plan. Trap number 2 is the backtested mirage. The app shows perfect lines from a world that never existed. It looks scientific: charts, scores, and confident recommendations. Your brain relaxes because it feels like math. But backtests are just rehearsals. Real markets add surprises, spreads, and emotions. Here's the simple truth. A strategy can be right most days and still hurt you on the few days that matter. So the app chases signals and you chase the app. That's not investing, that's motion. Then it updates the model because it's always learning. But your money is not a beta test. If the app changes its mind weekly, your plan becomes unstable. And unstable plans usually get abandoned. The hidden cost is churn, switching, tweaking, and reacting. You pay with fees, taxes, and bad timing. And there's a second cost: confidence inflation. You take bigger risks because the app sounds sure. When the market turns, that confidence turns into panic. And panic turns into the worst app of your life. So here's the filter. Ask what is the default strategy. If it isn't boring, it isn't safe. Boring means broad, diversified, and slow. It should survive a bad year without heroics. Next, ask, can I run this without checking daily? If not, the app owns your attention. Microfix: set rules before you download anything. Auto-invest, auto-pay bills, then stop touching it. And mute the confidence machine: fewer alerts, fewer insights. You want clarity, not constant commentary. Tease Trap 3 is where it gets darker. The free app may be paid in data. Myth. If the AI app is free, you're winning. Fact-free usually means someone else is paying. Sometimes that someone is an advertiser. Sometimes it's your future self through nudges and drift. So choose what you pay with: money or your data or your attention. Then we move to Trap 3: data for discount. Trap number 3 is data for discount. The app feels cheap because you pay with access. It asks to link your bank cards and paycheck. It calls this personalization. It's also surveillance. The screen says we need full context to help you. And most people click yes because it sounds responsible. Now the app knows what you earn, what you buy, and when you panic. That profile is extremely valuable. Here's the simple math. More data creates better targeting. Better targeting creates more nudges and more upsells. The nudges feel friendly: try this upgrade, that refinance here. But the incentives may point away from you. Sometimes the app is paid by referrals. That means your best option might be their best commission. Even if there's no commission, data can be packaged and shared. Not always sold, but used, swapped, and optimized. So you get a discount today and a slower leak tomorrow. The leak is attention, privacy, and expensive temptations. And this is why free tools can feel strangely addictive. They're designed to keep you inside the app. Microfix 1: the least access rule. Give the minimum permissions that still work. If it can't work with read-only access, be suspicious. Your money should never need unlimited keys. Microfix 2: separate signal from sales. Turn off offers and keep only essential alerts. Microfix 3: 1 data review day each quarter. Check connected accounts, remove extras, then lock it down. If the app won't explain how it makes money, that's a red flag. Transparency is part of the product. T's next trap is fees and friction you never see. Spreads, cash drag, and churn hiding in plain sight. Future Danny shows up like a warning label from your own timeline. He says, I went all in on AI investing, then panic sold the bottom. Then he points to another universe: I went all in on paying everything down. Now I'm cash poor, trapped, and one surprise bill away from stress. His lesson is simple: don't go extreme. Build a buffer. Automate boring moves and keep optionality. Trap number 4 is fees and friction blind spot. Not the fees you see, the fees you never notice. Some apps charge a subscription, then skim spreads in the background. Others park you in cash and quietly drag returns. Some rebalance too often, creating churn. And churn creates timing mistakes. Here's the simple rule you don't measure before fee returns. You measure what lands in your life after everything. Because 1% here and 0.5% there compounds. Not in your favor, in theirs. The worst part is you can't feel it day to day. It's invisible like air until years pass. And the app can hide it behind pretty dashboards. Graphs feel like progress even when nothing improves. Then, the friction shows up when you try to leave. Transfers take time, forms appear, and you get tired. So the default becomes stay put and keep paying. That's the business model. Microfix 1: ask for the all-in cost. Subscription spreads, cash drag, and any AUM fee. If they can't explain it, simply assume it's expensive. Complex answers usually hide simple extraction. Microfix 2: minimize movement. A plan that trades less often usually wins. Microfix 3: set a checking schedule. Monthly for fees, yearly for strategy, not daily for vibes. Then lock your defaults: auto-invest, auto-pay, auto-save. Let time do the heavy lifting. When you reduce friction, you get back your focus. And focus is where wealth actually comes from. Tease Trap 5 is the strongest one. The sleep tax. when money tools steal your peace. 10-second action. Write down two numbers right now. Your total AI app fees per month and your cash buffer in months. Those two numbers control most of your stress. And they quietly control your future decisions. If fees are high, cut leaks first. If your buffer is low, build the floor before anything else. Trap number 5 is the sleep tax. It's when money tools steal your peace, not just your money. It starts with helpful alerts. Spend less, save. More, optimize this. Your brain thinks good, I'm being responsible. But every alert is a tiny open loop. And open loops keep your mind on duty. So you check the app at lunch, then at night, then in bed. The phone becomes a nightstand finance supervisor. Now your heart rate follows markets, not your life. Green means relief. Red means doom. That emotional roller coaster is the real extraction. Because stressed people make expensive choices. Stress makes you buy comfort takeout upgrades, quick fixes. It also makes you sell at the worst time. So the tool that promised calm can create the opposite. It turns money into a daily emergency. Here's the simple rule. If you need daily updates, the system is wrong. A good plan works while you're living. Your investments should be boring enough to ignore. Your budget should be stable enough to check weekly, not hourly. Microfix 1 Notification Diet. Keep only fraud alerts and bill due reminders. Everything else gets muted: insights, streaks, badges, predictions. Silence is a financial feature. Microfix 2 A Scheduled Money Window. Same time, same day, then you close the tab. Microfix 3 A Sleep Lock. No money apps in the last hour before bed. When your sleep improves, your patience improves. And patience is what makes compounding actually work. So Trap 5 is the strongest because it hits your nervous system. Next, we build the calm control system that fixes all of this. Okay, reset moment, we're building the calm control system. It's the boring setup that protects you from every trap. Rule 1, fewer tools, fewer leaks. Pick one budget tool and one investing tool. That's it. Your budget tool has 3 jobs. Track, categorize, remind. If it needs hype streaks or predictions, it's not a budget tool. Your investing tool has one job: automate a simple portfolio. The best investing app is the one you forget exists. Rule 2, minimum permissions. Read-only access is safety. Full access is a risk. If an app asks for unlimited control, treat it like a stranger with keys. Ask what happens if it breaks, gets hacked, or gets sold. Rule 3, set defaults that run without you. Auto-pay bills, auto-save cash, auto-invest on payday. Motivation is a weather pattern. It changes. Defaults are gravity. They keep working. Rule 4, build a buffer floor first. Cash buffer turns surprises into speed bumps. Rule 5, silence the noise. Keep fraud alerts and bill reminders. Mute everything else. Now add a schedule: 1 money window per week. Same day, same time, and then you close it. Weekly is for behavior, spending, bills, and small fixes. Monthly is for leaks, fees, subscriptions, and cash drag. Yearly is for strategy, rebalance once, then walk away. If you check daily, the tool is controlling you. Last filter, transparency. If you can't explain how it makes money, don't connect it. This system is boring on purpose. Boring is how you get rich, and boring is how you sleep. With the calm control system, AI becomes a helper, not a handler. Next, my 1-minute checklist to judge any money app fast. Here's a mini case study: the 30-day reset for real people. No hero moves, just calmer defaults that stick. Day 1 feels annoying because you remove the shiny apps. You keep one budget tool and one investing tool and you breathe. Week 1 is discomfort, not progress, and that's the point. You notice how often you reach for dopamine. So you mute everything except fraud and bill reminders, nothing else. Your phone gets quieter, your shoulders drop, and your brain unclenches. You set one weekly money window, same day, same time every week. Outside that window, you don't touch the numbers even when you're bored. Week 2 is awareness because patterns finally show up in plain sight. You see subscriptions, upgrades, and fees you forgot existed. You cancel anything that isn't used or isn't genuinely loved. You keep only the tools that earn their place by saving time or stress. You also cut permission creep down to read-only wherever possible. That single change removes background worry, like lowering static noise. Week 3 is when money stops leaking and the pressure eases. Not because you hustle harder, but because friction is finally gone. Auto-pay, auto-save, and auto-invest keep running without a pep talk. You stop negotiating with yourself every day and your plan gets boring. You build a buffer floor with boring cash in one safe place. Now surprises feel like speed bumps, not disasters that ruin your week. Week 4 is mental relief, and that changes your decisions fast. Calm people don't impulse buy peace because peace is already there. At the end of the month, you do a simple fee audit on purpose. You confirm the all-in cost, then you close the tab and move on. And the best part is your plan works while you live your life. That's what financial freedom actually feels like, and it's quiet. All right, here's the payoff: a 5-step escape plan. It works even if you've already started using the app. Step 1. Build the floor. That means an emergency buffer before fancy optimizations. Aim for a minimum buffer measured in months of expenses. When life punches the floor, keeps you from panic decisions. Step 2. Capture free money. If your job offers a retirement match, take it first. A match is a guaranteed return with zero market guessing. Skipping it is like walking past cash on the sidewalk. If you can only do one thing this week, do the match. Then the rest of the plan becomes easier. Step 3. The rate rule for debt versus investing. Compare your guaranteed rate to your realistic market return. High-rate debt acts like a guaranteed drag on your future, so paying it down can be a risk-free win. Low-rate debt gives you room to invest more aggressively. In the middle, split the extra money and protect your sleep. Pause here and screenshot this plan in your head. Floor-free money rate. Rule: automation, annual rebalance. Step 4. The automation rule. Move money the day you get paid before feelings show up. Automate bills, automate savings, automate investing. Boring transfers beat heroic willpower every time. This removes the daily debate: should I spend or invest? Your system answers before you even ask. Step 5. Rebalance once per year. Not daily, not weekly. One calm check-in. Adjust your split when your income rates or risk tolerance changes. Small tweaks beat dramatic flips. Do these 5 steps and the traps lose their grip. Your money becomes quieter and your progress becomes real. Trap 1 was the subscription creep. Tiny monthly promises quietly became a second rent. Trap 2 was the backtested mirage. Perfect charts hid the messy reality of real life. Trap 3 was the liquidity prison. You prepay hard, then you can't access cash fast. Trap 4 was fees and friction. The invisible costs showed up as slower progress. Trap 5 was the sleep tax. Stress stole your patience, and patience is the whole game. So the goal was never perfect math. The goal was a system you can live with. That's why we built the Calm Control system. 2 tools: minimum permissions and quiet defaults. Fewer tools means fewer leaks and fewer decisions. And fewer decisions means fewer expensive emotions. Then we use the 5-step escape plan to lock it in. Floor-free money rate rule: automation, yearly rebalance. If you do only one thing this week, build the floor. Breathing room turns panic into patience. If you get a retirement match, grab it next. That is the closest thing to free compounding. Then use the rate rule for your extra money. High rate leans: prepay. Low rate leans: invest. Middle leans: split. After that, automate the split on payday. A plan that runs beats a plan you negotiate. And rebalance once a year, not every day. Daily checking is how the tool starts driving you. Now here's my soft ask. If this helped, consider subscribing. I make videos like this weekly. Want a quick suggestion for your situation? Comment 2 numbers: your mortgage rate and your emergency months. Those 2 numbers explain most of the answer. They tell us how much safety you need before you optimize. If your emergency months are low, build cash first. If your rate is high, prepay becomes a calm return. If your rate is low, investing usually wins long-term. But only if you can stay consistent through ugly markets. Next episode will answer a big one: refinance. When it helps, when it hurts, and how to know fast. After that, we'll talk home equity without breaking your plan. How to use flexibility without building a new trap. All right, Danny out. Build the floor, protect your sleep, and let time do the work. Disclaimer. This story is a fictional work created with the assistance of AI tools for educational and entertainment purposes. Any names, characters, organizations, locations, events, and incidents are either products of the author's imagination or used fictitiously. Any resemblance to real persons living or deceased or actual events is purely coincidental.